9 years, 3 investigations, over 5 top officers, and we still don't know who killed Aarushi and Hemraj. No one knows what happened on the intervening night of May 15th and 16th, 2008. We tell you why.
Most of the evidence was corrupted or polluted because of mishandling by the UP police. They knew that conviction in this case would be very tough. It was a lower court that on its own decided to convert the closure report into a charge sheet, then frame charges and finally convict the Talwar couple. Because CBI also believes that the kind of evidence that they had, they can't sustain this case for a long. There are no eyewitnesses in this case. The chain of event is abrupt and it ends abruptly.
The UP police was the first team to reach the murder spot. Incidentally, the cops made a mockery of the crime scene by not maintaining its sanctity. People were allowed to walk freely in the Talwar residence. In fact, the main suspect, Hemraj's body, was found only 24 hours later. When CBI took over the case on the 1st of June 2008, they completely rejected the honor-killing angle, which was first proposed by UP cops. The team led by Arun Kumar could never prove that outsiders had the evidence. Now, tests on domestic helps remained inconclusive, and CBI was forced to file a closure report on the 29th of December 2010, which the court rejected, seeking a fresh trial against the parents. Soon another CBI team took over, which discredited all the findings of the previous team. Despite claiming that Aarushi and Hemraj's throat was slit with surgical precision, the second CBI team never seized Talwar's dental equipment, and till date has not been able to trace the murder weapon. 14-year-old Aarushi had to undergo 2 postmortems, both of which gave diametrically opposite conclusions. If the police and CBI had done its job well, there is no way Aarushi would have been denied justice.
Now, from inherent weaknesses to admitting that the CBI's hands were tied from the very beginning, former CBI director who signed the closure report in the Aarushi Talwar murder case also spoke to Times Now. AP Singh agreed the lack of physical evidence in the case and claimed that the report was filed based merely on circumstantial evidence.
Investigation had a lot of inherent weaknesses. Number one was that when the UP police initially investigated this case, the scene of crime was completely lost. There was nothing in the scene of crime that had been preserved. So CBI actually started the investigation with their hands tied behind their backs. Now after that, we had no physical evidence to show us how these murders took place. There were no weapons recovered from the scene of crime. The entire case was based on circumstantial evidence. Till 10 o'clock at night, the Talwars seemed to be one very happy family with photographs being clicked all over. And between 10 and 1 o'clock, we actually don't know what happened in that house. Because according to the post-mortem reports, the murders took place between 12 and 1 that night. So what happened between 12 and 1 at night was pure conjecture. The evidence against the servants was found to be extremely weak, and we had negated that the involvement of the servants. So that basically left the Talwars, and so the investigation concentrated on the Talwars. It was never a watertight case, because that is why we filed a closure report. If it had been a watertight case, why would we file a closure report? But I think it was more on the court also relied on the circumstantial evidence. But in the end of the day, a case has to be proved beyond all reasonable doubt. And I think that beyond all reasonable doubt was not present in this case.